Hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody doing today? Bryce and Michael RC here. And hold on, this screen is not working for me. I gotta get this back to something else. Let me switch these things around. How's everybody out there doing? 23 viewers on so far. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Hello, Herbert Shook, Virginia Brooks, Fun Size Lady, and Frog Whisperer. How are you guys doing? I just want to let you guys know that I did go ahead and start the new membership thing. I went ahead and deleted the old ones and started the new membership things today. The lowest one on there I think is $1.99 or something like that. Then kind of goes up from there. I think all of them have access to members only chats, which is something I want to do here very shortly. So make sure if you guys want to. I know that this is kind of one of those products that a lot of people are on a budget that are getting to them. So a lot of people can't become members, and I totally get that. And but the one good thing about being a member, any one of the memberships, when we do the giveaway, I haven't gotten them yet, but they are in the mail. I talked to Now Dentures, and they are sending me 2 sets to give away, medium, small, or whatever that smaller one was, a medium or small. I think I don't remember which one. Anyways, sending me that, and then they're sending a large. And what we're gonna do is everybody that was entered in that's still in the bowl, we're just gonna do it the exact same way that we did the last giveaway. Whenever I do the new how-to video, which I'm going to stick more to the traditional way, and there's a lot of other information that I want to give you guys that I've discussed with Now Dentures or Denture Rescue, and there's a few things that I want to add in that I didn't get into the first one, so I want to make sure and have this one be a really good professional video. And then in that video I'm going to do basically what you'll do if you want to enter is in that video, no other video, but just that video, you'll say something like enter me and then large, or enter me and medium. That's what you're going to put down if you want to enter into the giveaway for that video. Any member gets 5 extra entries, and then anyone who was entered in before the deadline of the last giveaway, there's been a lot of people since the giveaway that have still been putting enter me in the giveaway, enter me in the giveaway. None of you guys are entered in the giveaway right now, as of right now. You're too late. That was for a whole different giveaway, and but you do have a chance to enter in the new giveaway whenever I make that video, and that'll be just when they come in. I'll put together a quick script, and I'll kind of practice it. And then I don't usually do scripts. I like to just kind of go off the cuff so I can just say what's on my mind, you know. I like to give like just first-hand perspective of it, but this has a lot of really good information. Not only that, but in the past month I've learned so much from you guys, and there's a whole bunch of questions that was asked on that first one that I realized I didn't address on the first one. So basically, like, the biggest one is one of the biggest things people say is, so when you drink coffee or eat hot soup, do they just fall apart in your mouth? And because, I mean, you're making them in boiling water, you know, but no, that doesn't happen. So basically we'll probably do this live and then probably one more live, because I think if they come in next week, I still want to do it like, I still want to get the script, and I want to make sure that it's you know, the video is going to be good, edited, all that different stuff. I want to do it in a different, fun way. I've got some ideas, and then we'll have the other live. I'll kind of just readdress the whole thing, and then when that video comes out, that's when you guys will be able to enter in it. That way it gives you guys 2 weeks at the very least before the video. Those of you that get on here live with me all the time, if you guys want to become a member, the $1.99 member, you get entered in 5 times. 5 entries. So automatically entered. So whenever that video comes out, if you don't want to put enter me or anything like that, You don't have to, because you're already going to be entered in. So entered in more than anybody else. So just kind of my treat to anybody who actually decides to get on and become a member, because as you guys know, the membership money that comes from the membership goes towards helping somebody else smile. So that money doesn't go to me. That goes into a fund that we're going to do to get more and more giveaways. So the more people that actually send super chats, anything like that, and becomes a member, that money gets put aside in a pot, and it's going to go towards somebody that I personally pick off of here to get a set of teeth. And there's already one person that's been picked, and I haven't been paid. I'm paying for one plate, and then you guys actually paid for the other one. So going on to Cash App, Bryson Michael RC on Cash App, sending money in, you guys actually raised enough money for one plate, and then I'm going to buy the other one. And then once that money comes in from YouTube, usually comes in around the 20th, so it should be here any day now, like between the 21st and the 26th, as soon as that money comes in. So if he's watching, I don't know if you're on or not. I know he usually gets on and watches the live streams afterwards. As soon as that money comes in, I'm getting on the website and I'm putting the Cash App in for one plate, and I'm personally buying the other one. So yeah, I'll get that out, and that's something that I'll let you guys know when that comes around and that gets sent out to him and stuff like that. So, and then as more Cash App, I'd rather do super chats. I know that a lot of people said that they don't like to do super chats because they don't think. I actually got all of it. So since it's a California business and I'm in Kansas, they actually don't tax any of it when it comes over to me. It's treated like a what is it called, a W-99 or something like that, like an independent contract thing, and I have to personally take the taxes and stuff out myself. So that is like a donation that I can put on my taxes, that's donation towards something else, and I actually get every bit of it. So I'd much rather do that. Yeah, for the dad. Yep, that's who it's going to. So, and then the next one, it's gonna go, basically the people that I see on here live all the time that are on here every Saturday, there's certain people that are on here just about every Saturday. Certain people that I talk to just about every Saturday. And once I get that sent out to him, next Saturday we'll kind of discuss that, and we'll see kind of who I want to set up for the next one. You know, I've got a few people in mind that I've seen on here constantly. So I know that there's some people that are on here constantly that just haven't gotten teeth removed yet. They're waiting for the process and all that different stuff. And I'm hoping that as the future goes, those people that are dedicated and here all the time, that we can get you guys set up and get. I'm also debating on making T-shirts and selling them that aren't. It's kind of hard. I debated a lot of ideas of trying to do something where other people who don't necessarily need this stuff can actually purchase something that goes in towards like an account for other people. So I doubt anybody who doesn't wear dentures or even denture wearers probably don't want to walk around with a shirt on that says something about dentures. So what I was debating on doing was just creating a shirt. They've got all these companies online where you can put the design in and then you can create a link and people can actually just order it. And I want something along the lines that says everyone deserves to smile, or something like that. You guys, if you're already a member, that's one of those things that I'm gonna get on with my members at some point once it reaches a certain membership, and we'll kind of come up with an idea together, and I might send you guys some. We'll see what happens. So, and that's something that you guys actually out there, if you guys wanted to help get more involved and get more people their smile back, you could actually share those links on your social medias. You know, when I do create the T-shirts and stuff, and you could just share it and say this is for a good cause, and I'm gonna basically put that into a completely different account, just for giving other people a free set of dentures. Let's see. Fun Size said I recommend Fourth Wall for merch. I have a merch shop on there. Great quality shirts and shipping is pretty quick. Awesome. Fourth Wall. Fun Size is always in the know. Always in the know. I'll have to check that out. You said Firth. Hold on, let me check that again. What does it say? Fourth Wall. I'm just going to type this in here and just check it out. Is it just fourthwall.com? Oh yeah, yep. This is one of those places that I was thinking of. So you can just kind of either submit a design. Some of these you can actually go in and create the whole design and everything right there. And you can get that design on just about anything. Hat, whatever. They kind of just create you a online store. And then you can, this is something that you guys can actually get the link and you can share and just say this is for a good cause. And then when that starts to come in, we'll just put that into a secondary. What is happening here? Oh. So yep. Is there anybody out there? I mean, this is for Q&As, for live Q&As if anybody's out there. I'm actually trying something new today. I've got the actual live stream, the full live stream, and then it's actually doing a shorts live stream as well simultaneously at the same time. It's like a new thing that YouTube's doing. I've never seen it before. I'm having to set like right in the middle so you can actually see me in both. So kind of not used to it. See, I don't have a very good image. So I used to have Adobe, and I used to create images and stuff all the time whenever I was playing shows and making my own t-shirts and stuff. And I'm pretty good at design. I did a whole lot of designing and stuff, but unfortunately, I own Adobe somewhere, but I don't remember what happened to my passkey or anything like that, or any of my, like the computer that I have now doesn't take CD-ROM. And that was all on CD. I think you can actually go to Adobe if you've bought it, and you can actually sign into Adobe and download it digitally, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried it. I need to go in and do something like that, but I want to try to find a website where you can go and they have their own design. I've seen a few of them where you can go in, almost like, what's that place that you can go to and get like business cards and stuff made? Vistaprint. You can actually go in Vistaprint and create the design on the website. And I thought about doing something like that. So, I don't know, something along the lines of everyone deserves to smile. And then, like, maybe just put Bryce and Michael RC across the bottom or something. I don't know. I think it would be cool. How does the now dentures taste? Any odor? Nope, no odors at all, no nothing. They're just like any other dentures. They don't taste any different. I mean, they get cleaned thoroughly. One of my videos on denture care that I talked about was going in and brushing them like regular teeth. You can take them out and brush them, every inch of them. It's good to at least a couple times a week to take a little tiny brush and get really into all the cracks and stuff. And then they get dipped in Polident every single night, like a bath of Polident. So they smell really good. And I use Fixodent Scope whenever I wear them, so they taste really good. They're minty fresh every day. So I love that Fixodent Scope. It's awesome. I wonder if Vistaprint actually has options to do t-shirts and stuff. I'm gonna have to just check out the website and look at it. I've just been kind of coming up with ideas because now Denture seems like, or Denture Rescue, the company, seems like they're really into this whole idea of giving stuff away and helping people out as much as they can. They're a really, really awesome company and coming up with new ideas and stuff. Like I gave them the idea that Easy Denture is the only one who sells those reline kits, and you can take those reline kits because it's made out of the same thermoplastic, and you can actually redo yours with that. And I'm like, you're missing out on a product here. Like, if you could do just a fix-it thing that actually is your thermoplastic, instead of everybody having to go to Easy Dent to buy the extra thermoplastic if you need to do a repair, just some sort of a repair kit. Even if it was like some of that thermoplastic and then maybe Like I told you guys a story about me constantly pulling them out with the front teeth. The very first pair that I had, I was always pulling them out with the front teeth, and I popped out one of the front tooth. If I would have lost that, that would have sucked. Like luckily, it didn't come out all the way because these things are super tough. So I pulled it and it was just kind of sticking out. So I basically worked it back in and put that fix it stuff on there, and it worked fantastically. It lasted for freaking ever after that. It's still good to this day. But if they did like a fix it thing and sold it for like 30 or 40 bucks, that was just like a little bit of their thermoplastic and then a couple of their teeth or something like that. I think that would be cool. And then the other really big idea that I want to do more than anything in the world is vampire teeth. Like really badly. Denture Rescue actually sells real vampire teeth dentures. Well, not real there's no such thing as real vampire, but like real dentures that are vampire teeth. You can go on their website and you can see them. They actually sell those. They can actually do those in the regular dentures. And I told them, I was like, that's something that kind of the younger generation, these people that are like between 30 and 50 that are in dentures now, even if they have a professional $10,000 pair of dentures, I could see a lot of people just wanting to get a $400 pair of vampire dentures just to have them. You know what I mean? I mean, that'd be a fun thing to have. Every now and then just pop in some vampire teeth. Like, I wouldn't even wear them around all the time, but I want them just to have them. I think it would be fun. I mean, there's all sorts of really, with the now denture technology, there's all sorts of really cool stuff you could do. All sorts of movie style teeth and different types of teeth and stuff you could do. If they would offer different shades of teeth, that would be awesome too. We talked about that a little bit. So right now they're very kind of on the nose. Everything's kind of the same. As the dentures get bigger, the teeth get bigger, but they're all basically the same. It's kind of the easiest, most profitable way to do it. And so like a beginner company isn't going to try to overreach and do too much. But if they have good sales and they do a pretty good job, people like them, and people leave enough reviews and stuff, I think that they'd be more than open to do more stuff. Let's see. Big Bad Raider 81 said, which denture would be best for upper arch only? I have my natural teeth on the bottom. When it comes to matching your natural teeth, the thing about it is, I always say if you have existing teeth, if you have zero teeth at all, go with the now dentures, hands down, they're the best ones. If you have existing teeth or an existing plate, the thing about the easy denture is you can actually take, when you put it in the hot water, you can actually take these two ends and push them closer together or wider apart, and you can actually move like the teeth in and out to actually fit your teeth. So the teeth themselves are a little bit rough. I'm not a huge fan of the design and stuff of the easy denture, but if you have existing teeth, this is going to be the best one for you for a bite force, to match up with your existing teeth. I have had testimonials from people in the comments that said that they had existing teeth and they did get the now dentures and they matched up good enough that they really like them. But these are made for each other, not for yours, and everybody's arch is different. So I just caution against it because I really don't think it's going to match up. You know what I mean? Like if your teeth are fully gone, go with the now dentures hands down. But if you have any teeth, the easy denture is probably the better one that you want to go with, at least for now. I would think. That's my opinion. Yeah, Funza, I saw that. That's where I saw it on their site. I was going through and reading through it and seeing those, and I was like, the first thing that popped into my head was they have to have vampire now dentures one day. Herbert Shook says, just found your channel. I love it. I appreciate that, Herbert. Let's see. Brand new person. That's great. Let me make sure that my chat's right real quick. Usually you have to go up to the top and put your chat into live chat, all messages, because sometimes it'll only show the top ones. So I always forget to do that. No, I don't know the exact shade. I think you can. I don't know. I don't know if you can find that on the website. That's something I can ask for. Um, they're basically as white as you get, but they're not like. I know on camera, because of the way the light hits them, they look really, really, really white. But if you watch my video comparing the two, I go really close on them, and you see every little detail, and they're not as white as you think. So they're a lot more natural looking than from a distance on camera. Like up live and in person, they look really good. Let's see, B1 or B2, because I don't even know exactly what the B1 or B2 means. Are you a dentist? Is there, I mean, when I was buying them, when I was doing the full dentures by myself, like these, like 100% DIY, I was actually buying the individual resin teeth, and I do remember seeing that they had different shadings and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know how all that goes, honestly. Should have paid more attention, I guess. No, let's see. Mike Kane said, "Did Easy Denture ever say why their teeth are so rough?" No. Um, Easy Denture actually saw the first comparison, and they started emailing me like crazy. Uh, Basically, trying to get me on a live phone call. And I told them that I didn't want to take a phone call with them. I haven't even talked to Denture Rescue on the phone. Like, we've emailed back and forth. We haven't talked on the phone or anything. We've been able to say everything we wanted back and forth through email, and they're pretty quick at responding and stuff. So it kind of makes my day a whole lot better because I'm a supervisor, you know, so I have people under me. I have a whole department that I'm in charge of. So I'm actually fairly busy. And when it snowed really bad, I actually had to get out and do a lot of snow shoveling, or our brush broke down, all this different stuff, and that was right when Easy Denture was trying to get me on the phone, and they kept emailing me like every day. Can you get on the phone this morning or that morning and stuff? And I kept telling them, like, I don't want to get on the phone with you unless we can do it live. I'd rather there be transparency. Like, if there's anything that you want to say to me about your product, say it to everybody, because I hate giving secondhand information because I'm not good at it. Like, if I'm just going to be talking to you on the phone and I'm supposed to remember all this stuff. They started out their first email to me with like 2 paragraphs of all the technology that's in their stuff. Like, they're super proud of the stuff that they put into it, and I don't think most people really care too much about a lot, because a lot of people don't even know what half that stuff is. So I don't know. We never actually got on the phone. Their guy is a dentist. The inventor of it is a dentist, and he was like traveling and doing all this different stuff. And we were supposed to get on the phone before the 9th, and I was going to have them come on live for one of our Saturday lives and all this. We just emailed back and forth, and we just couldn't find a time when we could actually meet up and talk. So I never got to ask them any of those questions. And as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm not trying to promote Easy Denture. Like, I'm super grateful that they gave me some free Easy Dentures to try out and to do a how-to video and to do comparison videos and stuff like that. I appreciate that. And I feel like I repaid them, because in that first comparison video, people liked it enough that I sold about $2,000 worth, because I tagged the Easy Denture in the product thing on YouTube, so I can keep track of that. And I mean, they sold. There's about $2,000 worth of Easy Denture that got sold. So some people out there bought them. They like the information enough, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're repaid. The debt is done. I'm not a huge fan of them, so I'd rather just not try to sell them. You know what I mean? They're good for some people. They're just too rough for me. Like, if you have 0 teeth, I wouldn't go with them. I just wouldn't. You're not going to like them. Let's see. Funside says, don't forget to click and thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I appreciate that. She's always on top of it. Always reminding people. That's why she's one of the best on here. I appreciate you. Virginia Brooks says, love your guitar collection. I appreciate that. These are actually my lesser guitars, to be honest with you. My more expensive guitars are in the other room. So, let's see. Don't feel shy. If you guys want to ask any questions, you can ask any of them here. I will say this. I've been getting this a lot lately, and I addressed it on the last live. I wasn't here last Saturday because of Valentine's Day. Me and my wife went out to Red Rock Canyon to eat, and it was far, far, far too expensive. Place is super expensive. And there was a whole like mix up with the getting us in, and I ended up having to talk to the waitress and got us in. Like, I mean, it was a wild night. I mean, going on Valentine's Day to a expensive restaurant without a reservation is kind of hard, anyways. But we had a good time. I think we had a fun time. So I didn't get on last Saturday, but the Saturday before that, I addressed this exact thing. People get on and leave comments asking me, can I just get on the phone with you for a few minutes? Like, I don't like to do that, because if I do that for you, then I have to do that for everybody. And I'm a guy who likes a product. I like a product enough that I want to show people that product, and I want to try to help people out as much as I can with that product by doing what I know how to do and make videos on it. But I don't want to be tied up all the time, basically spending a lot of my time, because as soon as if I ever gave my phone number to somebody, then I know that anytime they have a question about it, they're going to call me. And I don't have the time to constantly go back and forth with a bunch of people. And if I offer it for one, I got to offer it for everybody. And I can't do that. So that's what these are set up for, these lives. This is exactly why I wanted to do this, so that if anybody wants to get on and ask any questions, I'm here. I'm here to try to help you out as much as I can. But I'm not going to give out. I did actually make a membership that's far too expensive, only because I really don't want anybody to do it. It's like $10.99 a month. To me, that's expensive to be a member. But I did offer that merely, if anybody does pay that monthly, I would feel obligated that I'm going to allow you to, I'll add you on Facebook and you can message me about stuff. But that's kind of where we're at with that. There's like 3 different things you can do. And then like the $10.99, I don't expect anybody to get it, but I just figured I'd put it there. Let's see. As I said, I had the bottom extraction done, getting upper extraction done in March. That's awesome. You're going to be ready to go. Jeremy says, everyone, it's been 2 months now since I bought my first now denture tops, and then I purchased a couple weeks later the order to the full set. You will not be sorry. I love them. Thanks, Bryson. That's awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. Make sure that you get on Denture Rescue and let them know. Like, leave them a review. They need some 30 to 60-second videos of people just saying how much they love their product. I think a lot of people have told me since the very get-go of this, because they're a startup company and because it's hard to get people to actually do reviews, they did one thing that I think companies shouldn't do, but I think they were just trying to do what they could do to get their product out there, and they did a whole bunch of like AI reviews on there. And I think it's just silly, and people didn't trust it. So a lot of people missed out on it and bought Easy Denture rather than Now Denture because they don't trust a bunch of AI reviews. And if they can just get real people on there, they just need to take all the AI reviews down, in my opinion. I haven't said anything to them about it because I know that that's kind of a business decision, but that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Jeremy. That's cool. They're so good. It makes you want to smile all the time, doesn't it? Feel a lot more confident with them once you get them right. I know that there's a couple people out there. I don't see her on tonight. There's a couple people out there that have gotten them and still haven't figured it out. And I think it's just a patience thing. And I get that I'm one of those people that I make stuff all the time. I'm a maker. I create things with my hands. Right now I'm starting to do I'm trying to make molds, and I'm working with resin and stuff at work to make these molds so I can make these logos. And I'm thinking about putting a video out on it just because I've had so much fun doing it. A lot of things that other people come up to me all the time, they're like, I would never even try doing that. So to me, to me, things are so much easier. And that's why I want to make this other video, another how-to video, because I want to do it slower, more detailed, and just turn the camera on and never turn it off till it's done type of thing. So I can go slow and show you guys every little bit of everything that I do until I get it perfect. So I think a lot of people do get in their heads too. A lot of people get them and they're intimidated by it and they're afraid they're going to mess it up. And when they get into doing it, it's real easy to lose your patience with them and get it all over the place. And you just got to know that you can start all over and just take your time. Be patient with it. You'll get it eventually. See, Real Mark says, I think the Easy Denture is too rough and the teeth look gray like old teeth. I agree. But the shape looks good. I made the mistake of buying the top Easy Denture before I ever came across the Now Denture. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But I do think that when it comes to the application of them, because the bottom gum part is made out of, and that's one of the reasons why it's called the Easy Denture, because so even if you twist the Easy Denture up or move it in and out and get it to match your ridge and your existing teeth and stuff like that, and you don't get it right, the thermoplastic on the top, like the Now Denture has, stays formed to however you form it, but the lower gum you can pop in the hot water and it goes right back to form the way that it was. So that always goes back and you start from the beginning with it. And that's one really awesome technology that I think it has in it. In fact, I think the only thing wrong with Easy Denture is the teeth. And that's a huge deal because you eat with your teeth. Everybody sees your teeth when you talk and smile. Like, the teeth should be the part that you focus on the most, I think. You know what I mean? And they're fat. They're fat teeth. They're rough. Your food sticks all over to them, and they're grayish. They're just not fun. See, Washington says, just had 24 teeth pulled 2 days ago. Ordered Now Denture yesterday. I used your coupon. Awesome. That's cool. I'm glad I could help you out with that $10 off. I really am. I'm glad I suggested that to him a while back. I've been able to save a lot of people a lot of money. I think that's great. Virginia says Easy Denture are trash. The teeth are trash. The technology itself, I think, is good, and the company really does want to better themselves, and they're always trying to see what they can do better. So I agree in a sense that the teeth are bad. I mean, nobody should want those teeth in their mouth. The rest of the technology, I think, is great. If they could figure out a way to get hard resin teeth to work with their structure, it'd be phenomenal. If they could take the good part of Now Denture and put it in the best part of Easy Denture, then you'd have the perfect self-made dentures. Do you help with making dentures? No, I don't. I do not. I make videos to try to help as much as I can, but I don't personally like get in and help make the dentures. I've had a couple people ask me if they could just send me theirs in a mold and have me make it for them, and no, that goes along with the whole phone call thing. Like, those two things. Like, if I offer it to one, I gotta offer it to everybody, and that would just be it'd be overwhelming. It'd be way too much. Well, Soccer Puck, if you need help, that's what these Saturdays are for. Like, if you have any questions at all, just ask. The biggest thing that I can tell you is just slow down and have a ton of patience. Do one arch at a time and take it slow. What I would do, and I'm going to mention this in the next how-to video, because the way that I did it in mine, I'd done it before, and that's one of the flaws that I found in that original video. Because I've made these before and I've remade them, and so I had experience with them, and I threw both of them in the boiling water and did one, and then like over a minute later did the other one, and it was soft as hell. But I mean, I've messed with them enough that I was good enough with it. I always tell people do one at a time and only put it in. What I would do is just put it in for like 15 seconds, not 20 seconds, but like 5 seconds less. So it's still got a little bit of stabilization in the middle. And then just take it really slow, mold it in a little bit, and then put it back in for another like 10 to 15 seconds, and then mold it in a little bit more, and then go, you know what I mean? And just keep kind of adjusting it every like 15 to 20 seconds until you get it setting in there just right. Put it in one last time, and then you start like pushing it up into the rope and pushing the smalls out, and then trim the edges and do it again so you can get it as thin as you can get it. Just take your time with it like that. I mean, you're going to do it multiple times. You're going to put it in the hot water, and you're going to put it in your mouth way more than once. I mean, to get them perfect. Mine, even the one that I showed on the how-to, I got them pretty damn good in the video. But I think I dunked them at least 2 more times afterwards to get them perfect. So there's a difference between great and perfect. And I got these things. These things I got perfect. I mean, they are way better than the ones I wore for a year. Let's see, Mike K. And anyone else get quoted $2,400 for a set of temporary dentures? It's a lot of money. Regular temporary dentures are full acrylic, though. They're going to be about $2,000 plus. You know, that's why the Now dentures are so much better at $400, and they're going to last just as long. Well, they're under 400, like 370 something. Let's see. Sarah Martin said just got the back teeth pulled, 8 in total, on Tuesday the 17th. I bought the Now dentures thinking it was going to have all the teeth pulled now. I want to figure out how to make them into a partial. If you figure that out, let us all know. I mean, honestly, you could if you're good enough of a maker. I mean, I know I probably could have with a Dremel, the right tools. I think I could have done it. Because I mean, you're getting a full set, and if you were to cut off parts of it, I could see how you could do it. But I think it'd be a lot harder to do that than you just get one of those full DIY sets and just do a partial that way. That'd be a whole lot easier. Making a mold of your mouth, fitting a partial to the mold, and then popping it in your mouth, it would be a whole lot easier than turning these into partials. I wouldn't waste your money. I'd wait till you get the rest of them pulled and just have your good dentures waiting, and then just buy like what is it, Denture Way is the one for 80 something, or Jesse Dent. They're pretty good. Solid resin teeth, full thermal. They have everything you need to make a mold of your mouth, and then make the partials to it. That's what these are. They're like Jesse Dent or Denture Way, one of the two. They're both basically the same thing. That gum material there is all full thermoplastic. That'd be the easiest way to make partials. I wouldn't break a $177 plate to make a partial. Please put up your discount code again. Fun Size is on it. She is on it. You are awesome. That's why I'm saying, if I ever make enough money to pay somebody to come on, Fun Size is going to be that person I get a hold of. She is on it. She's on here every live, monitoring the chat, making sure people are saying what they're supposed to, and sharing everything. That's just an amazing person right there. Let's see. April says, Easy Denture's tooth size is too small. How about tooth size for Now Denture? I need the size small. So the Easy Denture only come in 2 different sizes only. And Easy Denture come in multiple sizes. And as Easy Denture goes, Now Denture comes in multiple sizes. And as Now Denture goes down, the teeth kind of go shorter with it. They're based on your height, so they're kind of guessing on what most people around that height, what their mouth is like. And I get it. I've seen people who are 4 foot tall with gigantic teeth, and they work perfect for them. I had gigantic teeth. Like, I remember my teeth were getting really bad, and I tried to get those teeth that you can put over the front, and they have like a thermoplastic on it. You can push them to the front. And my teeth, my original teeth, were so big that from top to bottom of those didn't even cover my teeth. I mean, my teeth were huge, so having these really big ones was, I mean, it was awesome. That's half the reason why I went with these, because they actually looked bigger. But just in the large, I'm going to show you guys these real quick. Just in the large comparison, you can see the difference in the teeth size. The now dentures are much bigger, much better looking, I think. Let me hold these right. I can't ever grab these easy dentures right. Having technical difficulties here. Okay. I'm just going to do the top ones. I can't hold them both at the same time. These are the two larges. You can see easy denture and now denture. You see the difference in the size of the teeth. Like, much bigger on this one. Much bigger. Not only that, but I completely hate how this is gonna. It's a mold of it, so every one of them is the same. So that tooth right there. How, look at the top part of the gum. It's just off. So every large looks like that. Like one of the front teeth is higher than the other. It's weird. All right, let's see. Hopefully that answered your question. That's the large, and they're so much bigger. So I'm sure with the mediums or the smalls, they're still much bigger than the easy denture. It's too bad that I've already given away the small easy denture to somebody, merely because I could have shown you the size of those. But I gave anytime I get a pair that I'm not wearing, I give them to somebody, and I've already given away the smaller pair of these and the smaller pair of the easy denture. I don't hold on to them if I don't need them. Somebody else needs them more than me. Let's see. Jennifer says, who forgot to hit the like? Yeah, make sure that you like and share. That really helps the algorithm out. And the more people that get onto a live and see lives, it actually helps the rest of the channel out. Like, a lot. So, these lives are super important for keeping the channel going. Let's see, Real Mark says, I got lucky that I had insurance for the top and care credit for the bottom, but I want to get a set of now dentures because my top denture is slightly off center. There's a lot of people just like you on here that have existing dentures, and they totally just want a pair of backups. And not only that, but I've had a lot of people get on and say that the now dentures teeth look so much better than their existing dentures that they got. They just like the look of them. So it's a great idea. Make sure that you use the discount. Don't pay too much. Linda says, hey Bryson. Hi Linda. Amber says, thanks so much, I got it. Fun Size says, be right back. We'll see you in a second, Fun Size. She's always here. She's awesome. Amber says, just starting my journey, so frightened about all the pulling, but I'm a tough gal. You know, once you get you a good set of teeth and stuff, I was a little bit taken back about getting mine pulled and stuff, but after all the pain and stuff that I went through, I was pretty happy with it. And then once I found now denture, I've got a way better smile, and I've got a far more confident look than I ever had prior. So I think I'm just a better looking guy because of them, personally. You guys wouldn't know because I wasn't going live like this before. Just kidding. I think I've shown pictures of me prior. My teeth were pretty gnarly. I never had braces or anything, so they were pretty all over the place. Make sure you get in your questions if you want, guys. Again, like I said prior, anybody that's new, I do have memberships. All memberships go towards helping somebody else smile. Any money that I make off of any of the memberships goes towards buying another set of Now Dentures to give away to somebody. I redid all the memberships. It was like $4.99 for the lowest one prior. More people wanted to become a membership, but I realized that this is a budget product, so most people aren't going to have the money to be paying like $5 a month and stuff, and I 100% got that, so dropped it down to $1.99. And then when we get the Now Dentures in, here soon, we're getting 2 pairs of dentures to give away. And in that video, we're not going to give them away in that video, but we're going to do the rules for the giveaway, where you're going to either leave giveaway large or giveaway medium in order to be entered into that giveaway. If you become a member, you automatically get entered into the giveaway 5 times. And if you were one of the people that entered into the last giveaway before the deadline, not anybody who's left a comment lately saying that enter me in the giveaway because they didn't realize it was already over, but the people prior to that did it before the deadline, you guys are already in the giveaway as well. So if you become a member, $1.99 membership, you automatically get 5 entries into the giveaway. So, and then any super chats, any donations, anything like that come on here automatically get put into a separate account and goes towards a giveaway as well. Everything. Any extra money. The only money that I make off of YouTube is the money that I make for making the videos themselves, like the regular monetization. That's the money that I keep, and that's for the work of making the videos. But anything that is given by anybody out there, super chats, memberships, anything like that, I'll go towards helping somebody out. And there's already one person who's getting a pair. Everybody was generous enough to donate enough money to my Cash App, which is Bryson Michael RC. Well, it's $ Bryson Michael RC. Donated enough to buy 1 plate. And then when my check comes in from YouTube, which will be between now and the 26th, I'll be buying the other, and I'll be sending that to him within the next week. So I'll be reaching out to him. I've already got his email, and I'll be reaching out to him to tell him that it's on its way. So, and that's how I want to do it. That's how I want to do this. Any money that comes on memberships or anything like that, $1.99 isn't much. And the way I always kind of look at it is that now that original Now Dentures video that started getting a lot of views and stuff and generating a lot of interest in the channel is up to over 200,000 views now. 200,000 views is a lot of views, and if everybody that viewed that would have given $1, I could have bought just about everybody on this channel a pair of Now Dentures. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea behind it, is anybody who wants to become a member. And we're also going to be doing t-shirts here soon. I was talking about this earlier, so if you weren't on earlier, I want to get on and make t-shirts that say something along the lines of everyone deserves to smile or something like that, and get like a website to make those t-shirts, so you can get on, share the link, order those, and any of the commission that gets made from those t-shirts is going to be also added into. I want to try to get as many of these away as possible. So far we've given away 1 pair of Now Dentures and 1 pair of Easy Denture, and then after the new ones come in, there's the dad that's getting his pair, his set, and then there's going to be 2 more sets given away after that new video comes out. So that's going to be what? Now Dentures, 4 pairs so far. It's awesome. 4 people able to smile again. Well, 5, because 1 person got that pair of Easy Dentures. I don't know if she uses them or not, but we gave them away. You know, wasn't using them, so we gave them away. That's what we try to do. Southern gal posted a shocked look. Is that an angry look or a shocked look? Happy face emoji thing. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's why I'm trying to repeat that as much as I can. I do actually prefer, instead of Cash App, I actually prefer Super Chats more than anything, because, like I said earlier, I have like a 1099. YouTube's like a 1099, so I pay the taxes on that. So they actually don't tax any of it, and I get every bit of it. So I know that we had discussed that prior, that YouTube takes a whole big chunk of it, but they didn't take any of it. Fantai says, I'm back to at least till my sister calls. Shocked? What does the shocked look mean? What are you shocked about? I kind of think this is cool. I'm actually seeing on my screen, on one side is the full live thing, and on the other one is showing the live YouTube shorts. I've never done a live YouTube shorts thing before simultaneously. Like, that's pretty cool. This is a new thing that YouTube's doing, so you can watch on either one of them. I guess some people prefer the small skinny screen. Funny thing is, though, is like I'm sitting close enough to the camera that on the full size live, like, you can see my guitars and everything behind me, the wall behind me and stuff. But then on the YouTube Shorts one, it's like right up my nose. Like, my face is like right there. So. Alright, let's see. I was gonna tell, well, that message was retracted. Oh, I didn't even see Soccer Puck said hello from Wichita. That's awesome. Wichita, Kansas. They're about an hour away from me. And if you have any more questions, Soccer Puck, make sure that you get on here and ask. That's what these Saturdays are for. Is anybody that has any issues or any questions about any of it, it's for, I try to take, I'm usually on here for about 2 hours at a time. I try not to go over 2 hours. Sometimes I do. But I try to get on here long enough that anybody that sees that I'm live can get on and ask any questions that they want to ask. And then once we get about, I say about 10 members, I'm going to start going live prior to the Saturday live. I'm going to do a members only live for about an hour, just so we can kind of discuss a few things with the members, because I'd like my members to be a vital part of this in helping share and helping get kind of the word out on some things. And then whenever the merchandise, I start setting that up, you guys can help share links and stuff. We'll be doing like some quizzes and stuff. There's some really fun things that YouTube allows you to do as a member. And then we'll do like a members live for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we'll do our full live. So every Saturday 8 p.m. I'll be right here for everyone, any questions. But we'll be doing like 7 p.m. Central Time for members once we reach about 10 members. So we'll see once we get there. We had quite a bit, but since I had to reset all the memberships, I think I lost everybody's members. Or they have like the rest of the month to be? I don't remember now. Pre-blizzard Staten Island here. Yeah, you guys are getting some gnarly weather this year. All the north is getting some pretty depressing. That's why I like watching the Weather Channel. It's like my favorite TV show, because it comforts me to know that there's people out there more miserable than me. That's a Red Foreman joke. Maybe one day, Southern Gal. Maybe one day. How is that an a-hole thing to do? That does sound kind of a-hole-ish, doesn't it? Fun size lady, welcome to Amazing Ones. We got a member right there. There you go. First one on the new membership. That's great. Mike Kane, he's just laughing. Virginia says, can you get the thermoplastic smooth on the now dentures? Yes, you can. It just depends on how you do it. So what I like to do is you kind of stick your thumb up in there, and basically when it's starting to harden, there's like this middle section where it's not like, it goes from like a bubblegum texture to kind of like between hard and bubblegum. And you can just kind of run your finger along it and just smooth it. It gets smooth as butter. I mean, or the other thing I like to do every now and then is I'll just get some like a little measuring cup, and I'll turn my denture upside down, and I'll like kind of dump that into the little arch, and I'll kind of like swirl it around for a little bit and then dump it out and then stick it in there and just kind of smooth it. And it only starts to get the outside of it soft, so you can really smooth it down. It's pretty cool. You'll learn all these little things when you start messing with it. Can you eat corn on the cob with the now dentures? Yes, you can eat anything with it. Anything. I don't eat corn on the cob. I never ate corn on the cob prior. I think it's pointless. I hate eating corn on the cob. I will take a cob and a knife and I'll cut all the corn off and then eat the corn. Like, I love corn, don't get me wrong, but even when I had regular teeth, you eat corn on the cob and then you're picking out all that corn on the cob stuff from between your teeth the rest of the day, and you have to have like a toothpick and stuff. Like these, you wouldn't have that happen, so I'm sure I could just eat it right off. But I mean, I've eaten everything, peanuts, apples, all of it, everything. So 100% positive you can eat corn on the cob. If you can eat a Rice Krispie treat, somebody said something the other day, they corrected me on that video. I said rice, in the title it says Rice Krispie treat, but I'm from Kansas. We say Rice Krispies treat. Like, do you say Rice Krispies? I've always said Rice Krispies treat. And that's what I say in the video, even though it's titled Rice Krispie treat. And they literally got on there and vocab Nazi'd me. They corrected me. I was like, what? But if you can eat a Rice Krispie treat, you can eat corn on the cob. That was from J Bowen 6198. I like corn. I always hated corn on the cob. I always hated picking the stuff out of my teeth. We have a thing called Arkalala down here in Ark City. It's our fall festival, and it's big. It's like the funnest time of year down here, and they have all these food vendors and stuff, and they have those corn on the cobs that you can get that are like that big, and they put like all the different seasonings and stuff on it, and you can walk around, eat corn on the cob. I used to love those when I was little, but then I got so tired in high school of having to like pick stuff out of my teeth after a while. I just got to the point where I would just like find me a little boat and I would cut all the corn off and then I'd just eat it out of a boat. That's just what I've done since. It's weird. It's a weird thing that I developed. Besides my phobia for public restrooms, that's probably my second or third weirdest thing. We've been on for 1 hour. We've got about one more hour to go. Great questions, you guys. Mexican corn. What is Mexican corn? Bryson, do you find the now dentures easier or harder to mold than the easy denture? The easy denture, I think, are probably easier, merely because it's a different thermoplastic, and when you put it in the hot water, you put it in for like a minute, and then you get it out, and you let it kind of cool down for like a minute. And then it almost gets the consistency of like Play-Doh. And then when you put it in your mouth, you have quite a long work time to mess around with it and kind of get it. Problem is, it wasn't easier for me because I'm so used to the now denture. And what the now denture does is when you can put it in the water, when you get it out, it's almost the consistency of like bubblegum. Bubblegum that's like, man, it's not as hard as Play-Doh, but it's a lot softer. And so your work time, you got to be a little bit more quicker with it. And then because you have the acrylic, where is it? Because you have the acrylic lower gum, I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it that good on this one. But since you have the acrylic lower gum and the resin teeth, these don't like move back and forth or side to side or anything, so you can't adjust those. So once you get it kind of set, then you have to kind of work on your bite force. And so what I like to do is take a little bit of the extra thermoplastic and roll it up. Like I'll bite down really hard and I'll see where the pressure is less, and then I'll roll a little bit of plastic up on one side and bite down again until the bite force is perfect. So there's a little bit more work to do with the now dentures, a little bit more work, and it's not nearly as easy, but I think better things typically come in a less easier process. Same thing with like the whole process of sizing them, because now dentures go basically based on your height, and they're not always right. So that's why they give you the tray. You fit your tray. Before you open anything from the bag, you see if your tray fits, and if your tray doesn't fit, you send everything back and get another set. With the now dentures, or with the easy dentures, you can almost get it every time. You could, if you had a medium mouth, you could still get a large to work. If you had a small mouth or a big mouth, you could probably still get a medium to work. I mean, so if you messed up, you could probably still get it to work. Like I said, the only thing that I dislike about the easy denture are the teeth, and the teeth are the most important part to me, because I mean that's what everybody sees. That's what you eat with. I mean, it's the only thing I don't like. Onside says Mexican corn is good. Southern Gal says yes it is. I don't know what Mexican corn is. What's different between Mexican corn and regular? Is it regular corn or American corn? I guess it's all American corn. If you want to be technical, it's all the Americas. Canadian corn, still American corn. I don't know what Mexican corn is. I guess I should look that up. Let me look that up. Jenny, do you know what Mexican corn is?
I've heard of it.
Is it red?
I think it's red and yellow.
Mexican style street corn. Oh, so it's like corn with seasoning on it, basically, and other things. Looks like it's got bits of pepper in it. Right? Just looks like regular corn that has seasoning on it. Mexican style street corn. I'm looking at all these different Mexican corns because now I'm invested. Now I want to know. Ambry says I miss bubblegum too. Oh yeah. Like I can chew bubblegum, but it's just pointless. I always chewed bubblegum to make my breath smell better. Like that's really the only need for bubblegum. And I use the Scope Fixodent. So I got scope smelling breath all the time. Not really, but it's my mouth feels fresh. Ah, Southern Gal says it's got lots of seasons in mayo. I thought there was like looked like something creamy on it. Man, I like suddenly got a stuffed nose. We just like suddenly stuffed up. Bonsai says Mexican corn or elote. Elote is popular Mexican street food consisting of grilled or boiled corn on the cob. Slathered. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was just like, so it's regular corn, right? It's regular corn that they Mexican seasoned, right? Basically. Somebody just had to ask a question about corn on the cob. So, I am so surprised that this camera is still this good. I bought this camera like 15 years ago. It looks pretty decent. I'm looking at the live stream now. It's pretty good. Pretty good camera. Ever get food under the now dentures? Nope. I don't get any food underneath it because I've perfectly form fitted it. So it's as perfect as it can get. There is no room. Like I was telling you guys in one of the videos about using this cushion grip because we were trying different what do you call them, adhesives, and so I bought a whole bunch of them off of Amazon just to kind of try some stuff out. I buy all this stuff with my own personal money because I just wanted you guys give suggestions and I want to try this type of stuff. But anyways, whenever I put this cushion grip in, I use the fix-it, but there's really a very, very thin layer of it. In fact, by the time I put the dentures in, it's got such a perfect fit that most of it kind of squeezes out, and I kind of wipe it out with like a tissue paper, and then it sticks in the spots it needs to stick in. Because I like my upper ridge goes too far back, then I gag really easily, so I have to cut it kind of more halfway, so the suction on the top isn't nearly as good as it should be as if it was further back. And the bottoms, you're always going to need some sort of adhesive with the glue, no matter how perfect you get it. But anyways, I tried to use this stuff, and whenever I put it in and pushed it and tried to squeeze it out, I took it out later, and there was nothing left on the inside. Like, none of it. Because this is that, like, thermoplastic reline cushion grip stuff. Like, there was nothing left. It was crazy. It's just a perfectly molded in my mouth. So, yeah, there's not enough room for any food to get under there. Under there. Let's see. And season like chili powder, etc. Yeah. Southern Cal and Fun Size are still talking about corn. There's somebody out there who's going to be eating corn. They're going to be like, damn it, now I just want some corn. Amber says, I just like mine with lemon and chili. That's the good thing about, I think that's the perfect thing about having these now dentures or even easy dentures, the way that they're designed to fit them yourself, because you can work at them until you get a perfect fit. When you go to a dentist, they take a mold of your mouth. Any air bubbles or anything that get trapped underneath or any imperfections in the silicone when they're initially making it causes huge imperfections because even the slightest millimeter seems like a mile inside your mouth. So your gums are not rock hard, and when you push some of that silicone up in, sometimes it kind of squeezes your gums out. I know whenever I was using the two-part that you kind of combine together, a lot of dentists will use this powder stuff that puts it in and it just form fits around everything perfectly. But if you use that two-part silicone stuff, like when you push it in, you kind of like force your ridge into there, and it kind of pushes everything out. Every time that I've made a mold of my mouth with that, it hasn't been perfect. And then the denture that I created, like this one with that mold, just never fit right. So it's nice to be able, I can see why so many people at the dentist office don't get it right. The immediate dentures, they don't get them right the first time. A lot of them don't. And then you have to go get reliners and all this different stuff. So I'm glad that with these, I can just go and refit them myself anytime that I want to and get them perfect. Perfect for me. Uh, a dentist really can't do that because a dentist can't feel your mouth. A dentist can't feel where your bite force is going to be. You can only ask you questions and see where he needs to fix stuff. But I like having the independence to be able to go and adjust mine myself. It's amazing. Southern gal's hungry now. She's hungry for corn. You know what's good about corn is if you don't have teeth, you can still eat corn. You just swallow it like pills, right? Does corn doesn't digest, does it? I think corn's one of those that, or is it just the protective shell of corn doesn't digest? That's why if you eat corn and you don't chew up some kernels, it passes all the way through. It's only when you chew it up perfectly fine, you get the stuff out of the inside that anything digests, you get anything from it. I think I learned that when I was like in church at like 8 years old, and that information has always stuck with me. Man, it's way far behind today. That's true, Southern Girl. That's another thing too. Your immediates, they're doing it. Well, so it depends on how they do the immediate dentures. So sometimes, most of the time that I've seen, anyways, what a really good dentist office will do is they'll take a mold of your mouth while you still have your teeth, before you get your teeth pulled. And then to get the closest possible, they'll take a Dremel and shave down all your teeth and create a false ridge. They don't take a mold of your mouth after you get your teeth pulled, because then that would create dry sockets afterwards, because you'd be suctioning, like you would stick that silicone in, and when you go to pull it, you would pull out any blood clots or anything that go up in there, and you could create more issues, and it would just be like a blood-filled thing. So I haven't actually seen any. I've watched a ton of denture making videos because I'm actually fixing to start making some acrylic dentures because I want to learn how to do it. And they've got all the stuff available on Amazon that you need. But anyways, everybody that I've seen for immediate dentures, they just go in and do a mold of your mouth, and then with a Dremel they shave down your teeth, and they do that all. So it's your basic gums prior to them being swollen. But then when you try to fit them in, your gums are swollen and they're not going to fit. And then after they swell out, almost like a balloon, they just shrink down, and they're going to shrink down smaller than what they were when you had teeth, because there's not going to be anything in there. And so like those immediates, they're never going to fit right at all. There's just too much going on. Let me look for something real quick. This seat is uncomfortable. Okay. Southern Gal said like tomato skin. Is tomato skin non-digestible? Chris Angel 86 says most corn is genetically modified, and that is true. Have you ever seen they have a lot of these videos out on like TikTok and stuff where they show like what fruits looked like prior to being genetically modified? Like almost all of our fruits are genetically modified. Like bananas are like really small. They have tons of seeds and everything. You can still get wild bananas and stuff over in like tropical places. And then corn is like that big, a few little kernels and stuff going around it, and they've just genetically modified it until they get these big. I mean, they've got big corn on the cob now. Like it's all genetically modified. Who knows if we were even supposed to do that? Maybe that's why like humans lived to be 900 years old pre-flood, and now we're only living to be like 60 to 100. Like we're doing everything wrong. Where did you get your teeth removed? I got my teeth removed at 2 different dental offices here in Arc City. I worked for the railroad when I got all my back teeth pulled, and the railroad has their own insurance, so I didn't really have to pay anything. I should have got them all done at once, but the Arc City Dental advised me against it. I got all the backs pulled. Then after I left the railroad, I had to find some different insurance, and I started going around, and suddenly, like, pulling your teeth, the price of it skyrocketed literally the next year. And I went to this awesome place, Niles, and I told him, like, I am far too broke at the moment to be. Every dentist has an easy removal and a hard removal, and sometimes I'll have like 3 different stages, like easy to hardest, and like the hardest ones cost like $200 and some dollars. Easy ones cost $100 or something like that, and it's just ridiculous. And I told Niles, I was like, everybody is, even my good teeth, the few good teeth that I have, they're saying all of them are the hardest, just so they can make the most money they can off of me. Like I think it was like gonna be $1,700 to get, and all I had was canine to canine, top and bottom. Like all these other places in Wichita kept telling me that it was gonna cost like $1,700 to remove the rest of my teeth. Like it was an extraordinary amount of money. And I talked to Niles here in Arc City, and he was just like, "Oh no, it's not gonna be a problem. $300, you good with that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "All right, let's do it. We'll do it for 300." So he pulled the rest of my teeth. Well, he did the top ones first, and then I let him heal, and then he did the bottom ones. It was like 6 months and 6 months. It was pretty cool. That guy's awesome. I'm gonna be forever grateful to Niles Dentistry here in Arc City. I mean, that dentist is the only dentist that I met. In this process, when I was getting my teeth pulled, I must have went to, trying to count, between 8 to 12 different dentists, trying to find somebody who would do it on a payment plan. Anybody who would just agree to a payment plan. I'd have done anything. And at the time, I was having really bad teeth pain and abscess and like infections and all sorts of stuff constantly. And I went to the ER like 3 different times. And I was just like, I was desperate. And came across Niles. And he basically, I look at Niles as a guy who saved my life. Like, because I couldn't afford any of that other stuff. So I get exactly where you guys are coming from on a lot of your guys' stories that you tell me. I get a lot of them. Switzerland. Awesome. Good morning. It's night here, but good morning to you. It's 9:18 p.m. here, so yeah, it's nighttime. That's awesome. I've got Stones said, I've seen you on here before. I ordered me a set on Monday. Do you know where they are made? The shipping seems like they're overseas. Show up in Akron, Ohio. Says should be here by this Monday. They're from Akron, Ohio. So that's where they are. Because when they had all those back orders like a week ago, week and a half, maybe a week and a half ago. I don't know. They got snowed in pretty hard. And like we got like 13 inches of snow, but it was gone after a week. And they've had piles of snow since all these snowstorms started. They've been dealing with all that crap. So shipping, and not only that, but like I said, that Now Dentistry video is at 200,000 views. They've gotten a lot of sales out of that video. A lot more than what they typically get. And believe me, they're loving it. But they've had to do some back orders here and there just because they're not used to the amount of sales that they've had recently. And then with all the weather and stuff, I can see how if shipping's taking a while or something like that, I can totally get that. I mean, I've been waiting. They told me Monday that they were sending me all 3 pairs of those now dentures for that video, and they haven't came in yet. So I know that they're snowed like hard, so I'm not worried about it. They'll get here when they get here, but I can see how like you're desperately waiting for them. Like, come on, get here! But just they're a regular dental company. Yeah, I think it's a dentist's office. So I think I know the guy's a dentist, so he's an actual working dentist. So um, just like Easy Denture, he's an actual working dentist, and they like travel and do all sorts of stuff. So, um, but yeah, they're from Ohio, Akron, Ohio. TK, 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 TK says, how can I take the now dentures? I think, let's see. I'm trying to see what you're trying to say. How can I get the now dentures? Fun Size has been posting a link that you can go to and you can purchase those for $10 off using the discount code. I think that link actually has the discount code already in it. So go to that link, and they do ship overseas. Takes a little bit longer, and I think it's like $30 some in shipping, so that kind of sucks. But they do ship overseas. Fun Size says I'm back. Did you go get you some corn? So, are you home, son?
Nope.
Oh, I borrowed your guitar earlier.
Which guitar?
Your green one.
Why?
Because I needed an E with a strap. The pink Strat doesn't have a strap on it anymore. So I need to get a new strap. Not that hang low enough, so I went and grabbed your green one, and I jammed on it for a little bit. Did some boxcar racer. And
I feel so.
yeah, and the other one.
There is.
Yeah.
I want to learn that song. That's a good
It's
song.
easy. I can show you.
It's basically just a.
It's like
It's a strum pattern.
it's a B minor, and then basically you take a B minor, and then you extend down to the first fret. Then you go to the G chord, but you keep that basic
It
B
sounds
minor
really easy. And
and
it's like
then
the same
open.
pattern.
So you're basically doing this. Dun, 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 dun.
That's all Tom DeLonge does. Is he does that basic build down.
Yeah.
The chord
Yeah, yeah,
progression.
yeah. Exactly. Sorry.
Chicken strips and pizza on the table.
I got to talk to my son about guitar.
What'd you say?
See, Amanda says, well, I have $3,500 to get the rest of my teeth removed and dentures. I'm thinking about getting teeth removed and then just order these, but I can't go over $3,500. No extra in teeth fund. I mean, the $3,500, I'm sure $3,500 would be, if you wanted like full acrylic dentures, some place like Affordable Dentures would get it for that amount. Almost everybody that I seen was like well above that. But I mean, these things are literally under $400 for the set. So it save you a ton of money. It's up to you if you want, the heat and mold, or if you want the full acrylic, basically. Do you want to be able to do it yourself, or do you want somebody else to do it for you? So, and is it worth an extra $1,000 to get somebody to do it for you? These are all things that you just gotta weigh. I'm one of those people that I just gotta save as much money as I possibly can. Like, I cannot spend any unnecessary money. If I can do it myself, I'm gonna do it myself. So I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't like that, but I am 100%. Unsize says her sister called again. She's calling a lot. Minnie is here. She says she's late. Good to see you again. Amanda, let's see. Hold on. I've got someone says Amanda dentures alone are $2,500. At least that's what they wanted. Where I got My teeth pulled. I mean, they can be anywhere between. I mean, affordable dentures I think was about $1,500 for a set. 1,500 to 2,500 for a set, depending on what you wanted. They have different, like an economy, and then all the way up to like a professional, uh, depending on what you get. And then I think the most expensive one I seen was 10,000. Like I said, I went to like 8 to 12 different ones. The main range was between 5,000 and 7,000 at most of the places that I went. So it's, I mean, they're expensive. Southern Girl said, "Grr, commercial threw me off." Sorry. That reminds me, just show of hands or just leave it in the chat. How many of you guys, because you've watched my videos and because dentures have been part of your video search, have been seeing all of those scam denture ads? That's something that I want to reach out to YouTube and just be like, can we look at these companies because they are scams and they're using images from Now Dentures, images from Easy Denture, and images from real dentures trying to sell their scam products, and they're not real. And it just frustrates the hell out of me that my video that I'm trying to help people with is being scam ads of scams put on it. You know what I mean? It frustrates the hell out of me. I wish there was a way for me to decide what ads were able to be played. My insurance paid over $4K for mine. Ridiculous. Yeah, that's wild. You're lucky your insurance paid that much. My insurance only pays up to $2,000, and that is it. They don't go a dime over $2,000. Fun size says I'm a lot like you. Oh, I can tell. You're super knowledgeable when it comes to all that stuff online. See, I've got someone says I think doing it myself they'll fit better because my mouth will constantly change. Yeah, that's exactly right. Your gums shrink through time as you lose bone. So you can just go in and keep readjusting them yourself instead of having to go to a dentist and pay more and more to have readjustments and relines and stuff like that. That's the one thing I love about it. I mean, one of the major things I love about it. Because I go in probably the ones that I wore for a year, I probably would go, and that was the first year your gums shrink dramatically, and then they slowly shrink down throughout the years after that. But that first year they shrink down dramatically. And that first year that I had them, I was going in there and adjusting them every couple months. It was nice because I would just go in there, heat up the water, adjust them, and then go. I mean, it was awesome. TK, I'm just going to call you Switzerland guy when I read your comments from here on out. I don't know if it's TK. Anyways, said here in Switzerland, it's 4:25 in the morning. That's crazy. But I wake up to see you live. You're a very cool guy, and you help the people. We need people like you, my friend. I appreciate that. I wish I could do more, but I do appreciate that. See, Minnie says, hey to Fun Size. Southern Gal says, Aspen Dental didn't even show me economy. Really? Aspen's just like affordable denture, aren't they? I think Aspen's, I don't know if I'm thinking of the right place or not, and I could be wrong, but isn't Aspen like really promoting implants now? Trying to get away from the whole denture thing. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of a different company, but I think I've seen a bunch of their one-day implant commercials. That's crazy that they wouldn't show, because everybody has like an economy version, and then they go like steps up. See, Amanda says a lot of them. I hate scams. Yeah. Ugh. So yeah, you guys have all been seeing those scam ads. Just make sure you're not falling for them, because if it's too good to be true, most of the time it is. You know. Mike says he pays premium to not see ads. That's I mean, I could do that. It's really not much extra to do that, especially as a creator. But I don't know. I'll set through a couple of ads just to not have to pay that extra amount of money. I'm a cheapskate. YouTube needs to get on that. They need to get on that bad and make sure that scammers are not able to make ads, because it's just ridiculous. Southern Gal says mine was up to 6K. Man, you must have good insurance, like really good insurance. Let's see. Funsai said Aspen quoted me 15,000 for extractions and did. Holy cow! Yeah, that's a lot. I think I did go to an Aspen Dental in Wichita. I think I did. I'm trying to remember, and I think at the time I had all the backs done, but I still had canine to canine for top and bottom, and I think they were wanting 7,500 for the dentures themselves, and then it was like 1,200 for the extractions, 12 to 1,500 for the extract. It was a lot of money. I damn near cried too, because I'd called them. I live in Arc City, which is 62 miles away from Wichita, so hour drive, and I called them ahead of time and I said, listen, before I come all that way and make an appointment and stuff, I just want to know, do you guys do payment plans? Yes, we do. Really? Shocked. I'd already went to a ton. Really, you do? Yes, we do. Oh my God. Can you tell me some price ranges and stuff? They gave me all the lowest quotes. Told me I could make a payment plan, all this sort of stuff. I thought, man, my prayers are answered. I'm coming right there. Just set me up with an appointment. Yeah, we'll get you in. We'll get you in today if you want to get in. So I jump in the car and head up there and go through. They 3D scanned my mouth, which was really awesome. I'm glad I got to see that. And then they go, okay, go over and talk to her, and she'll talk to you about paying and all this sort of stuff. And you need all your money down before we can even start anything. And I'm like, what? She told me that I could do a payment plan. He goes, I don't know what she's talking about. Go talk to her. So I go over there feeling defeated and sit down and talk to the person, the money person. And she informs me that they don't do payment plans. They do finance. But at the time, I just had bankruptcy. So I had zero credit. There was no way I was going to get a financing. We tried it anyways. And of course, I got denied for it. I had to basically say, well, screw it. I guess I can't. And then I left and I got home, and like a week later I get a bill from them for like $1,000 for just coming in and doing all of it. It was ridiculous. Scam and a half. I'm pretty sure that was Aspen Dental. Real Mark says most of those scam denture ads are just the cheap plastic teeth that you fit over your teeth. They were plastic beads. Yes. The what are they called? Those as seen on TV. They actually have some full ones now that you can actually fit fully over. I found them on Amazon by digging. They come in this little box, and they're compared to the ones that just fit on the front, but it's like a full silicone thing that pops over you. Dude, it's crazy. They look like, you know those little clacker teeth that you wind up and they clack? That's what they look like. Southern Girl says they were money hungry. Yep. 100%. 100%. It's like nobody has compassion anymore. I would be a horrible dentist, because I would see somebody coming in that's just desperate, and I'd be like, we'll work something out. Come on in. Like, you have to have no soul to be in some of these businesses. Dentist, doctor, a police officer, I don't know. All of it. It's crazy. Overland Park, Kansas. Where is Overland Park? That's outside of Wichita, right? I'm trying to think. Overland's, what is it, to the west of Wichita or northwest? Where I went was a dentist office over on Rock Road. That was far east on Rock Road, right by where the 35 wraps around. The Party City's right on the other side. There's a dentist place right there. That's the one that I went to. I thought it was an Aspen Dental, but I might be wrong. Amanda says, I went to both places a few years back, and the price of everything is up, so I might get the Easy Denture and find a place to get the rest removed. That's a good idea. I mean, I would just get them removed and get the Now Dentures. But if you need teeth and stuff, the Easy Denture are a great option if you still have teeth. Jenny Edge message retracted. Huh. Fun Size Lady says, yep, that sounds like Aspen for sure. Same kind of deal for me when I went there. Yeah. Oh, Overland Park, Kansas. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking of somewhere completely different. There's like a Overland School or something over in Wichita, something like that. I might be. Wait. Am I thinking? What am I thinking of? Do you know?
Well, listen.
My boss at Dish, whenever I worked at Dish, I thought he said he was from the metro area of like Overland and Wichita, so maybe I just thought that there was an Overland. But yeah, I know what you're talking about now because Overland's over by Johnson County, or yeah,
Like Kansas City.
yeah, it is by Kansas City. I think it's either in or around Johnson County. Would insurance pay for Now Dentures? That's something that I think you should ask your insurance about, because some will. It depends. Some insurance companies will do what's called a what is it called, where they reimburse your money. So you spend it and they pay you back the percentage. I know that if you go to Affordable Denture and you get dentures through Affordable Dentures, they don't take insurance, but they will reimburse your insurance. Like they'll tell your insurance company how much everything costs, and then your insurance company will pay you back the percentage it's supposed to pay you. So I've heard of some people being able to go through their Wichita to be able to afford it. You might just get a hold of your insurance and see, because I've talked to people on here that have gotten like a reimbursement thing with their insurance. I don't know what insurance companies, but I wonder too, and that might be a question I need to ask Denture Rescue, since they're a dental office, they should be able to accept insurance, right? You would think. Let me ask them that. Let me send that to them, see if they can set it up to where they can accept like out of what is it, out of market or whatever insurance. Because I mean, they're a dental place. They accept insurance. My hat looks like completely crooked on here. Dude, mouth infections suck. Like, especially, I don't know if anybody out there's ever had their gums swell up really big. I had one right under my tooth, and the whole under part of my mouth swelled up really big. And they had to yank my tooth out, and when they yanked my tooth out, it just like exploded out. It was gnarly. Just like all that pressure release. But that's just pressure buildup. I mean, it hurts. It hurts so bad. It just makes you miserable. Out of network insurance. That's right, Minnie. Appreciate it, Minnie. You always got my back. Well, we've got about 22 more minutes. Wait. About 20 minutes left. So, yeah, if insurance would pay, that would be awesome. They need to figure out a way to do that. I mean, Easy Denture is a dentist as well, but neither of them on their websites offering any type of insurance or anything for either Easy Denture or Now Denture. That's something that they should figure out because their companies themselves already accept insurance. It seems like something they could easily do. If you were to call, if they were to have like a business number to call, like their office, and order it through the office. And abscess is one of those things that, like, that's pure infection. So, like, if you get it into your mouth, uh, into your bloodstream and stuff like that, that can make you super sick. So that's once you start getting infections and abscess and stuff like that, that's super dangerous. And that was kind of my thoughts the entire time. Was anything could happen at that moment. Plus, like, your brain's up here, you know what I mean? Like, and you have small little sections between your nasal cavity and your where your brain is and your eyes, and like infection can cause all sorts of problems, health issues, and you don't want any of that. Teeth are seriously just a poor design. Well, you wonder if it's actually, I wonder this all the time. Is it a poor design from a perfect being, or did we do something along the way that caused all this? You know? Maybe teeth infections, are just God's way of showing us that maybe we shouldn't be eating half the crap we're eating. If stuff is rotting your teeth out super fast, then imagine what it's doing to the rest of your body. Yep. Southern Gal said you can get blood poison, septic. 100% correct. 100% correct. I'm going to just mention this again while we have a little bit of a lull here. What I mentioned earlier, just in case you guys weren't on here. We do have, in case I have anybody new that's on here, I know Switzerland, a few other people that have been talking weren't on here earlier. And I don't know when you guys joined and when you guys started listening and stuff, but we do have new memberships now. Like I said, I redid the memberships. We do have a membership for $199 now, and then a few that are a step up. I want to start doing some members lives prior to the Saturday evening lives, just so I can talk to some members, make sure that everybody that's a member is able to say what they want to say without the overall chat. And I know everybody in the chat loves getting involved with the whole thing and getting to know each other and stuff. I know Minnie and Fun Size and Southern Gal, they always talk to everybody and enjoy being a part of that whole thing. But I also want to get opinions and stuff from some members only chats and stuff like that. So change that to $1.99. All the membership funds are not going to me. They're going to the side fund, like I said, to get more people to smile again, to buy some more people some of these Now Dentures. The Cash App fund is all ready to go. I'm waiting to get paid by YouTube. To the Cash App is buying one, and then I'm buying the other. So I'm getting that dad his set once my YouTube monetization or my YouTube money comes in, because the memberships, the super chats, and the Cash App are all going towards him. And then any in the future, like any of the memberships in the future, are going towards that. I want to try to get some t-shirts made with maybe a saying on it that says something along the lines of everyone deserves to smile, and Bryce and Michael RC, and then any of the funds that come from that are also going to be going into a separate fund to get more people some. And what I'd like to do with that is super chats, memberships, and then whenever t-shirts get going, that's going to be for the people who are here live. So I want to give those to people who are here all the time, dedicated subscribers who get on and watch everything. And I'm going to start picking people that are going to get the next one and the next one. You know what I mean? And I already have the next person in mind that I think I want to give the next one too after YouTube sends me my check and I get this dad his, and I'll let you guys know when that happens, and I'll make sure and see if he'll let everybody know what happens with all that. And then, so give super chats, go to Cash App, # Bryce Michael RC, however you guys want to. If you guys want to donate anything towards that and get more people a smile, if you want to become a member, be awesome. And then fun size first member on the new membership thing, appreciate that 100%. What else was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, Now Dentures is supporting the giveaway, the next giveaway. They're giving me 2 sets of Now Dentures to give away, 1 medium set, 1 large set. And so when those come in, I'm going to be doing a whole new video to add in some of the main questions that I get asked on that first video. I'm going to answer all those. Plus, I'm going to do them a lot slower and really show you guys a broken down way of doing this, an easier way of doing it, not a so rushed and so experienced version of doing it. I'm going to write a script out for it and all that different stuff. And in that video, I'm going to give you guys the rules, which you guys will just put, if you want to enter into it, you guys will put, giveaway large or giveaway medium or something like that. I'll tell you guys exactly what you need to comment when that video comes out. And then everybody who is a member, so the $1.99 member or the $4.99 or the $10.99, don't do the $10.99. The $10.99, the only extra thing that you get from the $10.99 one is I will add you on Facebook, and anytime you have a question about your Now Dentures or you want something answered, you want help with something, then you can message me on Facebook. That's the only extra perk that comes with that. And the reason why I had to have it so high is because I really don't want to do it. So, because like I've said, I do have a full-time job as a supervisor of a bunch of people, and I'm constantly busy. I try to make these Saturdays just for you guys to answer questions, but I do realize that there are people that need a little bit of extra help. And if you want to do that, you can. But on these Saturdays, I will answer anything that you have questions about. But everybody that is a member, any one of the memberships, and everybody that's a member, when the giveaway happens, every one of you are already going to be entered in 5 times. So everybody that's a member gets 5 entries. You don't have to go on the video whenever the rules come out and I tell you this is what you need to do to enter. You don't have to go in there and enter because you're already going to be entered in 5 times. And then everybody that entered before the deadline of the last giveaway is still going to be entered in this next one. So if I pull one out and it doesn't say medium or large on it, I'm going to have to ask you which one you want because those ones, the previous ones, don't have that. And we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it all in a bowl, mix it up, I'm going to draw it out. Just fair, precise. So I'm trying to give all that information as much as I can during this video anytime that there's a lull, just so new people that are coming along can see that again. Hopefully I gave all the information that I needed there. So Real Mark said, I had a nerve that was so infected that my gum was so inflamed that my mouth felt like it was on fire and I couldn't sleep. Most everything we eat is not good for you because added ingredients. Mostly high fructose corn syrup, really. I mean, more than sugar. Cane sugar is actually okay for you, but it's high fructose corn syrup that's worse than anything. Minnie said she grew up on bean, potatoes, cornbread, no candy. I actually, when I was a younger kid, I grew up poor. Cornbread, beans, that was a huge, twice a week meal for us, 2 or 3 times a week. So, beans and cornbread, and then spaghetti, like the cheaper meals, that's what we ate. Southern Gal said, love your channel, appreciate that. I know you do, Southern Girl. You're always here. Let's see. I've got someone said, did you have any swelling when you first fitting the Now Dentures? No, because mine were all healed by the time I did the Now Dentures. Well, I had this fully DIY thing on the top, and then I got the bottoms pulled, and right after I got the bottoms pulled, that's when I put the Now Dentures in. And I guess I didn't really have swelling all that bad on the bottom. I never really noticed much of a difference. I mean, just I had pain, but I never really had much swelling. The bottoms went really smooth. The top was the main one that I had swelling on, but by the time I had the now dentures, I didn't have to deal with any of that. Southern Gal said, can't wait for the merge. I'm going to try to get on that as soon as I can. I just want to find the right place. Southern Gal came, or not Southern Gal, but Fun Size Lady came up with a really good idea, a good website I'm going to go look through. After I get off of this live, I'm going to look through it and see what I can do there. If not, I might go to Vistaprint and see about doing there. There's all sorts of different merch stores that you can create online that I'm just going to kind of look through them. I just see Mike Kane said I just used Denture Rescue contact form to ask about insurance paying. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you hear back. They should answer you Monday. They're pretty quick at answering back. Not on the weekend, but they should answer Monday. Amber said I fell for one. I'm assuming you're talking about the scams. That's, ugh, that's not good. I'm sorry about that. I hate seeing that type of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it's terrible. Ghost Shade said, I just wanted to say thank you. You're the reason that I got the now dentures and they work great. That's awesome. I love hearing that. So I wanted to say thank you for your videos. Thank you very much, Ghost. And like I tell everybody who's having a good reaction with the now dentures, please, please, please get on Denture Rescue and leave a real review. Because they still have all their stupid AI reviews. I don't like it. And I think they're probably going to have them up until they get enough real reviews. And it's so hard to get people to do actual reviews. So make sure that you get on there and leave them a review. Let them know that you enjoy them. Because that's one of the reasons why people don't buy these is because they go to the website, they see the AI reviews, and then they don't trust them. So it's a good product. They should have never did that. That's why they put my video front and center on the website. My real review. I mean, it's huge. Like main stage video. If I'd have known they were gonna put it where they put it, right when you click on Now Denture, like you see my face in my video. If I'd have known that, I'd have probably said something different. Well, not too much different, because I mean everything I said was 100% true, but I would have probably said it different or in a different way. I don't know, because they asked me for the video, and I literally opened my phone and just recorded it, and then I sent it to them. I probably would have thought it out a little bit more had I known. So that's awesome, Ghost. I appreciate that. Definitely let them know. See, and the cool thing about you getting in this and saying that in the chat is everybody in here that hasn't gotten them yet, it gives everybody a little bit more confidence that they're as great as they really are. Minnie's still got to wait on hers. You're going to get them eventually, Minnie, and you're going to be happy. I can't wait till I see you get on here in the live chat and say, I got them. It'll be awesome. Ghost said it cost me over $2,000 to have 10 teeth pulled in Michigan. Holy cow. That is wild. $2,000 for 10 teeth. They must have charged you like the highest amount on each one. Dentists are such, oh man, they're just, I don't get it. Have a heart. Not all, like I said, not all. Because Niles Dentistry was awesome. Southern Gal said she had cornbread every day. Cornbread's good. It's so good. I probably haven't had cornbread since I was 12. I need to make that again sometime. They have those boxes of quick cornbread that you can make. My mom used to make that stuff all the time. She never made stuff from scratch. The cheapest way you could get it out of a instant made box. It was good though. See, Fun Size Lady says, whatever you do, don't use Teespring for merch. Had bad experience with them. I'll keep that in mind. Teespring. I'm gonna write that down. See, your video takes up half of their front page. I know. I didn't know they were gonna do that. It's wild. Man, it said, yeah, it's good to know that they were worth getting. It is, really, and it's a good thing. There's another couple people. I think somebody was on last time we were on live and was talking about how they walk around so much more confident now. They absolutely love theirs. So I just love hearing that stuff. And I love the fact that, like, I mean, I've told you guys before, I didn't want to make the videos. Like, I didn't want to come out in front of everybody and be like, my teeth are fake. You know what I mean? There's a certain shame, I guess, that comes with it. A little bit of vanity. But I loved them so much that I wore them for a year and I loved them, absolutely loved them. And I was just mind blown that I got so lucky that I found the perfect product, that I emailed them and was just like, listen, I want to do something to show other people that these work, that these are great. I just want to do something, like, but I can't afford another set. Like, if you guys send me a pair, I will do a how-to video and an unboxing and stuff. And they were just like, sure. And we'll send you $200 on an Amazon gift card once you get it done. And so, like, literally, they came in, did the unboxing and everything that day, did it all 100 off the top of my head, just because I wanted a pure visceral reaction from it. And sent them the, like, emailed them the link to the video once it was uploaded. Like, the next day I had like a $200 gift card on my Amazon. And then it just, like, it didn't do anything for like a week. There was there was maybe like 400 views for like a week or two. And then suddenly one day it just went just started going up and up and up. And I went from having 4,000 subscribers to, oh, I think we are under 400 till I can get to 10,000 subscribers. Literally. Like, that's over 200,000 people have watched that Now Dentures video. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm so happy too, because everybody got on there leaving comments. And the first live that I did, that was one of the main things everybody kept saying was, I thought these were fake. Like, I seen these, but I thought these were fake. Or they were just, I didn't even know these existed. I didn't even know this existed. Didn't even know these were out there. So I'm just glad I can help somebody. And if I can do more, like, that's what these giveaways are. Like, I feel like I've done a good thing by showing people that these are real, these exist, and you can get a cheaper version. And then if I can give some away to people, that's an added bonus on top of the whole thing. So, and they're a new company. They need to be giving some away because they need to get these in people's mouths, and they need people to get on and leave reviews. So any one of you that does get a pair of these from me, if that's going to be part of the stipulation, is as soon as I send these to you, I didn't do that for the first giveaway, but after, like, once I send that dad his and the two people who are going to win the giveaways for this, once they're sent to you, you have to do a review. Have to. 100%. I mean, I can't force you to. You're already going to get them, but please do a review on them. Just for the company. And it's not for me. I don't get anything from that. But other people can get something from that. Trust. Trust goes a long way. Let's see. Minnie says, I'll throw a video up on my channel when I do. I'm going to come watch it. Southern gal, no boxed cornbread, only buttermilk cornbread. We weren't fancy enough to have anything other than boxed food. Most of our food when I was growing up was government food. We got food stamps and stuff. It was all government approved. Back then, man, in the 90s, uh, you couldn't buy candy and soda and all that different stuff on. You had actual food stamps. They were like government, like it was like paper money, but it was like different. It was a food stamp. I mean, a lot of you probably remember that, but you couldn't buy all this junk that they can buy on it now. We had to have like specific foods, specific cheeses, specific milks, specific box foods. I grew up poor, dirt poor. Well, we got by. And the biggest thing in our family is we all loved each other. That's what really matters. We don't all love each other now, but it is what it is. Let's see. Mike says been watching dental videos on YouTube for years. Ghost Shade says I have. I don't know what that's for. I guess I'm way behind on this, so I'm trying to catch up. So I gotta say, once they realize you're not scamming, you'll get more subs. I mean, I hope so. I'm not really in it for the subs. I like these smaller weekend things where I can read everything and talk to every one of you guys. I just want more people to see it. I'd rather see more views and less subs because I want to see that people have a chance to see it. So I always tell you guys, make sure you share it. Sharing it is the biggest thing. When you share it, it goes into the algorithm. Like, subscribe, and sharing. If you do all three of them, it launches those videos in the algorithm and allows more and more and more people to see them. In fact, I debated on doing a $200 ad thing just to promote it on my own channel. Still debating it. Maybe I will. Whenever we do merchandise, I might do like a little ad thing for merchandise. It's like $200. Gets you like an X amount of subscribers but I don't want any bots. My whole channel has been organically grown from the beginning. I've never went on and did ads. I've never went on and like they have all these online things where you can like pay them $10 and you get like 1,000 subscribers or some BS. I've never done any of that stuff. Everybody that's subscribed to mine has organically came and subscribed. Like I hate the whole that you go to a channel and they have like 1 million subscribers and like 1,000 views. You know what I mean? You know they're all bots. Like I'd rather not. I don't know if how true some of those ad campaigns are that even YouTube does, because YouTube does do ads for scams. So I don't know how real those are. I don't trust it. Fun size lady said, "Yeah, I didn't know they were, but if I had found them before seeing your video, I would have thought they were fake too." I've been told that by so many people. Real Mark says the reason dentists charge so much is because they know that a good smile is something people spend a lot of money on. That's so true. Because most can't stand to be without teeth. Yeah, because it's a vanity thing and it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? I wanted my teeth out so bad, but I was so terrified of going around without any. You know? Double-edged sword. I've Got Stone said, "I'm praying so bad that these work for me. I haven't been out of the house or dated in so long. So embarrassed. I feel like the Walking Dead, to be honest." I understand that 100%. I mean, if I would have never got these and would have never gotten anything like this, we live in a fantastic day and age. Like just 10 years ago, this stuff didn't exist. You know what I mean? Like DIY dental stuff didn't exist. You couldn't make these things yourself. Like, so you had to do that. So 10 years ago, if this would have happened to me, I'd have just went without, you know, and I would have just been, I wouldn't have the promotion that I got. I wouldn't be a supervisor right now and be making as much money as I'm making at my job now. Because right when all this stuff was happening is when that promotion came up, and I did my interview right after putting these in. And I felt so confident, you know. But if I would have went into that interview without any teeth, I'd have been sitting there just like, you know, I probably wouldn't have even done the interview because I would have just assumed that they weren't going to let me. You know what I mean? So a lot of self-doubt, a lot of stuff like that when you don't have teeth. That's 100% true, 100% true statement. So they just skyrocket the price because they know they're going to make the money from somebody. Minnie said, I tried making my own dentures, could not get the bite correct. Yep. It's one of the harder things to do. That's one thing that I want to focus on the new making videos, so I can show how I get my bite force correct on mine. You can get these pretty good with a single bite thing, but you can get them perfect by doing a little bit of adjustments. What's like the lady says, I feel the same. Haven't even tried a date, but honestly, I'm so used to being alone. I don't know if I want a date. I don't know. Maybe once I have you will have a pretty smile one of these days. It's gonna happen, and you're gonna be super confident. You're gonna be telling people no after that. Amber says, so thankful for you. Well, I'm thankful for you for being here. I appreciate that. I've got someone says, been lonely too long, I just can't do it anymore. I pray you get a pretty smile. I think we all do. Southern Girl says, date now, because when you get old, you won't want to. That's true. I'm so glad I'm married because the dating scene is a young man's game. I don't want any part of it. Give me my old ball and chain. I now know why the caged bird sings. I'm just joking.
You're about to be divorced.
I love you.
I have to go to the big deal. I don't need Dallas.
See, Minnie says, my youngest son was in grade school when Missouri went to EBT. He asked me for $1. I didn't have $1. Then he asked for $1. Food stamps for church. Yeah, EBT's when they went to the plastic cards, isn't it? They did away with the food stamps. I don't know. We've probably qualified for food stamps multiple times in my adulthood. With my two kids and stuff, we've had many of bad years. We've just always tried to do it on our own. We probably shouldn't have multiple times, but we always did. I think we got on food stamps like once, or EBT like once for a short period of time. But we always tried to tough it out ourselves. Probably should have asked for help, but I've always been one of those. We try to do what we can. Try not to use the government. But I mean, some people just you need to. I've always been one of those people that even when money was tight and stuff, I was always trying to make stuff and sell stuff, and I made all these superhero helmets and stuff, trying to sell them. I was playing shows all the time, making money from playing music. Like, I mean, I was trying everything I could to make money on the side. So I always felt like I was capable, so I didn't need to ask. But I'm just one of those people that has all these extra tools at my disposal, so I can understand when somebody doesn't have so many tools at their disposal that they need that extra help and stuff. So, Fun Size says she's gonna smack you, bro.
What'd you say?
From when I was talking about the caged bird. I know this is like way behind, so that's from that. Oh, that's funny. Well, it is 10 o'clock. It has been 2 hours. It's actually been 2 hours and 20 minutes because I usually go on. Well, it's 10 almost. I usually go on about 15 minutes early to start the thing before I come on live at 8. So we're going to close this out. I just want to, like I do every Saturday before I get off of here, I don't want to get off of here and somebody have anything else that they want to ask before I leave. So if there is anything else at all, anybody that's new that just jumped on or anything like that, that has got a burning question that needs answered, ask it real quick. I usually leave this on live for a little while. The chat goes on at the side, and sometimes they'll talk and chat with each other for a little while. It usually stays on for a few more minutes after my live ends. So you can certainly ask any of them, any of the questions that you have to, because we've talked about a lot of this stuff, and I'm sure like Minnie or Southern Gal or Fun Size, they probably know all the answers as much as I do because we've talked about it so much. So just remember, memberships. They say on YouTube, if you mention it more, then more people get involved in that. So if you become a member, remember in the giveaway, if you are a member, you're automatically entered in for 5 entries. 5. You don't have to enter in that. You're automatically going to be entered. If you're one of the people that was in the last giveaway and you had it in by the date, by the due date, then you are entered in that. Not anybody who since then has put on any of the videos enter me in. You're not in any giveaway at the moment. The new video will show you the new rules. And then all proceeds from super chats, from gifts, from memberships, all that stuff, and then anything, if anybody wants to donate to my Cash App, which is $ Bryson Michael RC, all those proceeds go to helping somebody else get a free pair. So it's not just the giveaways. We're going to try to give more and more people some, and those are saved in a separate account so that people that are on here live, who are dedicated people, who are always, getting on the live things, making comments on videos, and helping share stuff. One thing that I forgot to mention on all 3 of these that I've tried to repeat is part of the giveaway is going to be, you have to be a subscriber, and I can see through my analytics. You have to be a subscriber. You'll have to leave the comment, and then you'll have to share the video. Those are the 3 main rules that are going to be in that video when it comes out. So I'm just giving you a heads up. When the video comes out and we discuss the giveaway, you'll leave your comment, make sure that you're subscribed, and then share the video. Because the one reason why I want it shared is for those people who don't know. And there are people out there who know people with dentures who may not be an internet person, an internet junkie, may not get on YouTube. Maybe they're just a TikTok person, or they're just a Facebook person. They don't get on YouTube. There's tons of people out there who may not know about this stuff. And the more that you share it, even if people see it that don't need dentures, suddenly they stumble upon it and they see it, and then they're 10 days down the road talking to a buddy about, I seen this really cool thing. People that have dentures now, they can make them themselves with this really crazy DIY. I seen a video on YouTube, and they're like, really? And then they start looking it up, because later on they're like, oh, my mom needs dentures and she can't afford it, and they start looking it up. All this generates more people knowing that it exists, because one of the biggest things that people left comments of was, I didn't even know that this existed. I didn't even know that this was a thing, that this was a product. And I want this in front of as many people as I possibly can. I know it's free advertisement for a company who's not paying me to advertise. It's just basically, it's been so good for me, and it's changed my life so drastically. I want it to change someone else's life. I want everybody out there who needs it to have it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. If I had $1 million right now, I would buy everybody in the live chat right now a pair. That's what I would do. I don't have that. So I've got to rely on membership, super chats, and then when we do t-shirts, we'll do commissions and stuff from that. And we're just going to start giving these away as much as we can. It's going to be slow, just like, we gave the last one away like a month ago. and then the new giveaway, we'll make the video and we'll start it, and we'll probably go like 2 or 3 weeks before we actually do the giveaway, just so we give people enough time to get in, and because I want as many people entered as can possibly be. And then we'll keep going on and on from there. So there's going to be time between. It's going to kind of suck, but at the same point, just keep checking back. I'm going to try to do as much as I possibly can with the resources that I have. I really am. So, anyways, I don't see any more questions. See everybody saying thank you and goodbye, and I really appreciate you guys being on here tonight. Like I say every time, man, you guys make my Saturday night enjoyable. I really don't do much, so I kind of just hang out and don't really go out or anything like that. So, see, and this is what I was talking about. Like, as I'm reading through these, somebody's had just joined at 10:11. Right as I started saying goodbye, saying hello, everybody. My immediate denture from the dentist. I'm allergic to it. Burns my tongue. That's why I try to leave this on and say what I can at the end. So anybody that's joining in late, it sucks. I'll be on again every Saturday, like I said, at 8 p.m. Central Time. And any questions that anybody has, you can get on here Saturdays and ask me. The memberships, you $1.99 for the lowest one. You pretty much you're able to do anything with the $1.99 one. The $4.99, I don't even remember what the perks are for that. There's just a few extra things. But then the $10.99 one would be, you can get access to me on Facebook. I'll add you on Facebook and you can message me anytime that you want to. I really don't want anybody to have that, just because I don't want to be messaging people all day. But that's why I set it higher like that. But if you really, really, really need the help, you can do a $10.99 membership and hit me up on Facebook, and I'll add you. So, thank you, Fun Size. I always forget. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I'm live or when there's new videos out and stuff. So I appreciate it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, a wonderful night, and a wonderful week. Until next Saturday, we'll talk to you guys again soon. See ya. I can't find my mouse. There it is. Not that one. That's the one I wanted.